So apparently, Adam Wingard vows make ThunderCats not look like cats. He's talking about that Cats movie, the one with Jennifer Hudson and them was in it, when they were singing throughout the whole film. That did not turn out great. It says here, Godzilla vs. Kong's Adam Wingard vows his ThunderCats film won't look like cats. Now that Godzilla vs. Kong is set to duke it out Wednesday, director Adam Wingard is ready to reboot another beloved IP. According to Deadline, the Death Note and Blair Witch director has signed on to direct a motion picture based on the 1980s animated children's show ThunderCats, which follows adventures of Lionel, Chiedra, and hosts of other feline humanoid aliens. The official series ran from 1985 to 1989, with the Cartoon Network airing a reboot developed by Anthea Spaulding and Michael Gillen for one season in 2011. The ThunderCats movie screenplay written by David Cook, with Wingard and Simon Bryant doing a rewrite, reportedly finds the ThunderCats fleeing their dying planet Thundertruck to find a new home. So they basically are trying to stay close to the source material, much like how Bumblebee was. Imagine the ThunderCats doing the same thing as well. It might have potential of being good, but we need to know how the CGI is going to look, of who's going to play who in this movie. Because we all know deep down inside, when it comes to the cast, everybody on social media is going to go up in arms on it. On Monday, Wingard told Deadline that he has been obsessed with ThunderCats since childhood, even going so far as to write a movie in his spare time. I actually spent most of my 10th grade year. I completely blew it, he says. I didn't pay attention in school, made terrible grades, and reason I was writing my ThunderCats screenplay through my entire 10th grade year, and I was handwriting it. The screenplay itself ended up being 272 pages long. Honestly, given the length of the Snyder's Cut, Wingard might be able to just produce it as it is. Here's the part that I don't understand. You're so busy focusing on ThunderCats during your 10th grade year, you're basically failing school altogether. I get that you're passionate about one franchise, but if you somehow turn your attentions on education, you could have done that after high school. Maybe we'll have to wait and see how this one plays out, because the fact that he would spend his entire time writing a 272 pages long screenplay of ThunderCats movie while in school, this does not sound right at all. But if he's passionate about ThunderCats, I say have at it. While his movie will allegedly be a live action hybrid, the director vows that the ThunderCats themselves will not look like any other cats you've seen before. This is a huge passion thing for me. Nobody on this planet knows or has thought as much about ThunderCats as I have, Wingard says. I wanted to do a ThunderCats film that takes you back to the 80s aesthetics. I don't want to reinvent it the way they look. I want them to look like ThunderCats. I don't want to do it live action either, explains the director. I don't want it to look like cats. I don't want those kinds of issues. No disrespect to the director, whom I don't mean to throw under the bus any more than anyone else has. I want to do a movie you've never seen before. A hyper CGI film that has and somehow bridges the gap between cartoon and CGI. Hey, nobody plans on their film looking like cats. It just happens. If things go, I don't even know what that word says. I'm just gonna skip it. And Wingard ends up with another cat on his hands. Hopefully, he'll at least do the right thing by his audience and release the butthole cut. What? Butthole cut? Pause. Sus. Okay, so here's my thoughts on this though. I wanted to give him a chance because I like the ThunderCats. I don't love it like everybody else has. But the fact that he said that he doesn't want to do CGI, well, a live action, but basically wants to do a hyper-realism CGI look of the ThunderCats, which kind of makes me wonder, if you look at the Bumblebee 2018 film, the Autobots and the Decepticons were CGI. And I don't think any humanoid, like any actual human characters will be in this movie. But as long as the film looks good and it looks right, the story is written well, it's really all that matters. Because I'm really interested to see what's the future for the ThunderCats franchise. Now that we know that Adam is set to direct ThunderCats for the first time, because I know he waited all high school year to do this. If he can turn it into a reality and make it happen, I think there is hope. I'm turning this over to y'all. What are your thoughts on this article? What are your thoughts on Adam Wingard's comments on not making ThunderCats look like actual cats? What did you think of his direction or his ideas of making a ThunderCats movie? You know what to do. Put it in the chat.